Hey, how's it going? So I'm Billy, and this is going to be kind of a random shave because I've decided that for the next week or two, my theme is going to be randomness and maybe even simplicity. I'm not sure exactly how those are connected yet, but anyway, I made a spreadsheet. I'll link a copy of this. It's a Google sheet. I'll link a copy of it in the description. It's got a number of blades, razors, soaps, and my 3 main brushes on there. And it does a random selection for me. So this is today's shave. Okay, so what I have is, and all these shaves I'm going to be trying to use up the last of my Proraso white pre-shave. So I've already got that on. I'm going to be using the Pearl SSH-05 razor for this with a new Dorco Prime Platinum blade. Let me please put this on correctly. Yes. So this is an interesting razor. I've talked about it before. I really like it though. It's a lot like the Americorps 34C, but more efficient somehow. And the shaving cream I'm going to use is Yon-Ka for men Barber Shave. And I'm also going to talk about a giveaway later on, the actual giveaway. So stage 1 of the first August giveaway. There will be one more at the end of August, but I've completed stage 1. There is a stage 2. So you should watch this whole video to get all the details. Okay, so I've already lathered up. I love this shaving cream. Oh, and I'm using my synthetic brush. I'm really loving this. Well, I'll show you in a second after I've got the lather on. But I use my Turkish copper bowl. I lather up in that while the bowl is sitting on top of a ceramic bowl filled with hot water. So this lather is actually warm. And the water doesn't go to waste because it becomes my rinse water. And one major lesson I had from my outdoor shaves, well, all my cottage trip shaves, which you should please watch those if you haven't. I'm pretty proud of those videos. Is that I actually use a lot of water when shaving, but I could use less. So anyway, so here's my ceramic bowl filled with hot water. And I actually do the lathering in there and I let this sit there and the lather stays nice and warm. Okay. And now that bowl becomes my rinse bowl. So let's go. And in the spirit of simplifying, I'm going to simplify my shave. I think I'm just going to go, I'm going to switch to doing straight down for everything and then straight up for everything except around my beard and my mouth and stuff. So this, and I'm also going to try using zero pressure. So shaving straight down on my face basically ensures that everywhere the blade goes, it's either going with the grain or across the grain because I have stuff growing at angles, right? And let me just extol the virtues of this razor. This is probably my absolute cheapest razor that's complete, right? I'm not going to try to account for, the price I had to pay for shipping and customs duties and all that, but the list price for this was $9. And that was in the antique version, antique brass version. I think the chromed version was even cheaper. And it shaves amazingly well. And I don't really understand exactly how it is so efficient. Given how similar it is to the Americorps 34C. Now, the one place we're going straight down is actually against the grain, is right here in this area. But, I'm trying to keep this simple. because I have been accused many times of overcomplicating things. You know what? This blade is nice. This blade feels really good to me. It's really sharp and may even be smoother than an Astra Superior Prime. I'm mixing up names now. It feels smoother to me than an Astra Superior Platinum, and it feels actually sharper and smoother. And I've heard that the quality control on these blades is excellent. So unlike with Astra, I bet that from blade to blade to blade, these will all be pretty much identical. I don't always get that with Astra. Okay, reasonable. First pass, done. Looks reasonable, I should say. I don't see any blood anywhere, do I? I don't think so. Okay, so anyway, I talked about this first August giveaway. Phase 1 selection is complete. Now, I wanted this to be fair, but also reward people that have been longtime subscribers, frequent commenters, what have you. So I will post another spreadsheet I'll give the address in the link in the description, and you can go look at it and see all the people's names that are in there. There's like 85 names. Some people's names appear more than once. There's one person who appears in that list 6 times. The list is randomized. It's like double, triple randomized. And then from that list of 85 names, with some repeats in there, I made another randomized list of 20. And when I show that list right here, hopefully it fits in here, that list of 20 names, those 20 people, if you watch this video and see your name there, you need to comment on this video with a hashtag that I will supply here. Okay? Reply to that video once for each time you see your name on this list. Okay? With this hashtag. The comment should, you can leave as many comments, regular comments as you want, right? But leave only one comment with this hashtag. And do it once for each time your name appears on this list. Your name or your channel name or whatever, right? And I will look at the comments for this video on Saturday, my time, right? So you better get your comments in. You probably ought to get your comments on the video by Friday evening or whatever, right? Just before Saturday, your time. If you have any questions about the way this works, ask me in the comments, but I think that pretty much explains it. So I will look Saturday, and then I will get all the responses that have this hashtag, and I will do one more random selection from that list of names. And that person will get a $25 US gift card from the vendor from the online store of their choice, if I can actually purchase it. So this is kind of how Gary from Mr. G Shave ran his. He had a restriction for it has to be a shaving thing. I'm not going to say that. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a shaving vendor, but it has to be legal. It has to be legal for me as an American citizen in Canada, right? So don't make me have to come back to you afterwards saying, I'm I'm sorry, but I cannot, I do not have the legal authority to purchase both, all three of these, wine, women, or song. I'm not, well, maybe, I don't know. I guess the wine and song part is okay, but I'd rather not be buying alcohol. So make it general. Please make it at least an online vendor that sells general consumer goods or, shaving products that are legal. I don't want to be breaking international law. I don't need Interpol or the Royal Canadian RCMP breaking down my door telling me I purchased some super illegal stuff, right? So that's going to be $25 US. And this is all coming from my Henson money. All right, that looks good enough to me. Anyway, I think the explanation was sufficient. But like I said, if you have questions, you need clarification, leave a comment and ask. But remember, if your name is on this list, for each time your name is on this list, leave a single comment. Sorry, for each time your name is on this list, leave a comment with this hashtag on this video as a comment, and I will look on Saturday morning. Okay? I think that should be clear now. I've probably made something that could have been simple very complicated, but that's kind of the theme here. So now, in my trying to simplify, my shaving pattern is symbolic of the simplification I will be trying to achieve in my own personal life, which could really use it. The key is to find a way. See, for me, I think the key to my life right now, what I need to fix, what I need to improve is, well, one of the things I need to improve is to stop overcomplicating things and then to realize that things I have to do are not so complicated that I can't actually start on them and get them done now. This has been a big problem my whole life. Anyway. Yeah, this blade is nice and sharp. And to borrow a phrase from another YouTuber some of you might be familiar with, it's silkety smooth, and nobody knows how he does it. I'm just going to say something. I like Subi shaves, but I find his videos stressful to watch because they're so high energy. He seems like a really nice guy, but it's so high energy. It's a little too much for me. I will skim. I do skim his videos. And I think he's doing some good stuff. But it's just one of those things where there's a certain style that you feel, you feel comfortable watching, or, you take pleasure in watching it. And if it requires or makes you feel, I don't know, a bit stressed out just watching it, And that's nothing bad about him. That's all me. If you like his style, I recommend his channel. Because he does some good stuff. Yeah, so I got a little weeper here or there. That might be the sharpest blade. This Dorco might be the sharpest blade I've ever used in this razor. It was very sharp and very smooth. I like that a lot. So 2 passes, simpler shaving pattern. Feels good to me everywhere. And the combination of the Proraso white pre-shave and this, I can't say enough good things about this cream, but you know what? The one thing I have to say against it is that it's pricey. For a cream, probably 2 to 3 times the price of other creams per tube. I bought it on sale. Just about everything I buy is either really cheap or on sale. Okay, when I'm talking shaving stuff, that's how I justify to myself that I can keep buying things. It's like when my wife buys a new handbag. It's like, oh, I saved money. Oh, how much you save? $100. Don't tell me what the initial price was then, please. I don't want to know. Okay. Alum. I've forgotten to bust things out. Okay, so alum. Okay, so it stings in a couple places where I had little weepers, this one being the most obvious one. But you can't blame any of the stuff I use for that. That's all me. Okay, enough alum. You put so much alum on. I do want to do this thing as kind of, I think I must have gotten this from Uncle Lori, but I think, maybe a few other people do it, but, this cream, right, it makes a really beautiful lather. It really does. Yon-Ka is a skincare company that's been around for at least 50 years. I think they're based in Paris, which explains the price, but I think they did a really good job with the shaving cream. Yeah, okay, so you don't need to see. You know what? It's traditional. I'll do it. And I'll repeat the list and the hashtag now as I finish rinsing. Okay, it's good enough for that. And just my usual witch hazel and aloe. I say it's just my usual witch hazel and aloe, which came from Stirling with vetiver in it, and to which I later added a bit of tea tree oil, a bit of blue chamomile essential oil. Yeah, I think that was it. Anyway, to me, it seems a little more moisturizing than it was originally. You got to be careful with essential oils, though, right? Don't overdo it. Yeah, I guess that's it. So if you've made it through this video this far, thank you very much for watching. I would appreciate it if you would like, share, and subscribe. This video specifically, please like it, please share it, and then, because there's going to be another in a week, I think I'm going to do August giveaway number 2, right? But anyway, that's going to be a more standard giveaway, the selections be more like what everybody else does. But yeah, again, like and share the video, subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. And the 5 rules of shaving as given to us by the Lords of Shaving. They are: 1 blade, no pressure, quality lather, deft hand, be smart. This is the way. Thank you. Bye-bye.